Yeah, he came along. He started good too. I remember the development camp, the rookie tournament. He was excellent. He's very confident, and his confidence carries over on the ice. He's a big kid, and he's still developing. He's young, and he's got a lot to do with his body still, but he's got a lot of physical upside. And the confidence he brings, he just has this swagger that things get done when he's on the ice, and he wants to win. If the game's on the line, there's nobody more competitive, and that's my favorite thing about him. Also, if he's not on the ice, say he misses a shift, he's the first guy fist bumping his teammates. He's that guy on the bench, and the guys gravitated toward him. And I'm excited for him this year.
With Ryan Johnson, who played a lot in the NHL this past season, when he comes back to you, what do you want from him to grow, to build on what he learned at the NHL and to continue doing at the AHL level?
Well, at the AHL level, I think he needs to dominate with his feet. He's an excellent skater, and he's got to end plays and move pucks fast. He should be the best rush defender in the American Hockey League if that's where he ends up. He has the ability to do that, and he's taken steps towards that. We talked about that in the summer, working on his ending plays early with his feet because they're elite. And that's how I see him. He should dominate games and never actually have to defend because nobody gets through the neutral zone against him.
What did you learn as an assistant coach under Seth Appert? What has the interaction been with Mike so far?
What I learned under Seth, everything. I mean, what an amazing mentor. I'm so lucky to have had him for 1 year. We're best friends now for life, and I feel like I had an Ivy League education in hockey from Apps for 1 year. And his people skills and the way he handled himself in the room and his relationships with the players, how much he cares about not just players, his staff, the way he treats them. He's just a special person, and he belongs in the NHL, but I'm going to miss him. I'll say that. But I cherish the time I had with him. And then Leo, we've been talking almost every day since he got the job. He's awesome. I just said I think to Warren, he's like a hockey Rolodex. He knows the drills, players, system. Like he's just got that it factor when it comes to a hockey mind, and I'm really looking forward to learning from him and working with him this year.
What was your reaction when the news came out that they were rehiring Lindy?
I was excited. I mean, Lindy's the best. Not only the coach, but the person. And I think he's such a great fit. Obviously, you guys saw how many times I was up in the stands watching games when I was here, and I told him, like, I felt like I'd watched a game and we were out coaching the other team. That's the way I felt. The year we won the President's Trophy, I just felt like night in, night out, Lindy was out coaching the other team, and he's done it for a long time. He just has this composure and knowledge because he's seen it, he's done it, and I'm so excited for him to work with this group. I think there's big things coming.
What do you think of putting him and Seth together on the same staff? Like having known both of them so well.
I think it's a perfect fit. A younger guy coming up. Lindy has all that head coaching NHL experience. Obviously, this is Apps' first time in the NHL, but he's had a core group of those players already, and he has special relationships with them, like Sammy, Quinner, JJ, all those young guys. So Apps can help Lindy in that regard, where he has that relationship built up with those players already, and they're both great hockey minds, but a little different styles, and I think it's just a perfect fit.
Now, who knows what happens in training camp, but what's your reaction to the potential mix on defense that you'll have in Rochester with some of the veterans they signed in, obviously some more young guys, Komarov joins you and whatnot?
Yeah, very excited. I think we've got a great group. Komarov's, I had him player development, and man, I'm excited for him. And wait till I meet this kid. I mean, he's such a polite, happy kid, and his progression in the last 2 years, I mean, I don't know if anybody could have saw that coming, but I always knew he was special. But coming over from Russia, it's always difficult your first year, so we got a steal in the 5th round. Like, let's be honest, it was. But whenever somebody comes over from North America, we say in the American Hockey League, it takes some time for them to adjust. And man, when he adjusted, he took off. And I'm hoping for big things for him. And then we have such a good blend of young and old. And then we got Prowsey coming back, who is, I call him my safety blanket as a rookie coach, because he's such an amazing teammate, amazing guy. We even had him on the bench when Apps got called up here. I don't know if you guys know that, but I asked for Prowsey to come on the bench with us. That's just how much he means to our group, just his presence being around the guys. So he's going to be a great mentor to young guys, and we brought in a lot of great players as well. So looking forward to it.
As far as Max goes, what allowed him to acclimate to college hockey so quickly as a freshman
It'd be tough for me to sell. That would be more of a development staff question because I don't get to see him very often. I can see him here. He's obviously a very competitive young man, and he's physically like advanced. So I'd assume that's why, but it'd be tough for me to tell because I never watched any live games of him this season.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
mentioned that you kind of always knew Komarov was special. What were some of the hints early on?
I wouldn't say a special human. I didn't know he'd be this special player. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. Like I like to think I can see hockey talent, but that's Kevin Devine. He and their scouting staff, they did an excellent job. Jerry, all those guys drafting him where we got him. I mean, and then you just the person you knew he was going to maximize at whatever talent ability he had. And he just keeps getting better and better, but that's the character. I saw the character right away that was special, and that translated obviously on the ice.
What type of stuff did you see early on that gave you a clue to that character?
He's just very receptive, and well, great kid. First of all, like his billets would rave about him. He'd play with his billet kids. Like he was that type of guy. And anything you kind of taught him or talked to him about, he picks up stuff really fast. Except for a kid coming over, second language. Now his English is excellent, and he just has, for me, he's kind of got that it factor.